Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 220 of Sold with Updike Pew. As you can see today, I'm running solo because our nearest and dearest is traveling abroad. So we will have him back next week, albeit probably a little jet lag. So this week you've got Zach and I running it full time. So we've got a great show. The first one we're going to talk about is an amazing home that's at 1711 North Edgefield, and it's a great house. And in the second half, we decided to do something a little off probably. What do you think, Zach? Yeah, just a little bit. So you're going to get to see some of the funny highlight bloopers that Zach has recorded and assembled for us, because it doesn't always come out just like this. You'll get to see the lighter side of Sold with Updike Pew. One of the things that we kind of wanted to talk about, because it is getting to that season when we finally have hit 90 degrees this week. And so if you haven't contacted your HVAC supply company, you should as soon as possible, and have them come out and take a look at the system. Make sure that everything is ready. There's nothing worse than moving through July and August and early September and having an issue with your AC. So get ahead of that and do it today. I just had mine done last night and it was perfect. Glad I have it done. Also, a really interesting side note, we've just recently been working with several of the buyers that we have, and have noticed that a lot of them have been pulling and sending us information about listings that are actually either from Zillow or some of those other sites. That being said, that information is not always the best way to go about getting accurate information in that speed in which we're moving in today's market. That being said, we have a great app for you. It is dpm.com. We also have one that links directly to us. Those or sites that are similar, like Ebby.com, Realtor.com, those actually will take and have live syndications, and they also update their data timely. And I think that is the biggest thing that we have seen, is that people are not getting the accurate data because those other sites are using that information to sell leads to agents, and therefore it behooves them to keep it on as long as possible so that they can send more leads out, even though it's very frustrating and really does an injustice to the buyers who are really trying to get into a home. So that being said, let us know, reach out to us, and we're gonna make that happen. We'll probably be sending that out through our sphere here very shortly. So those are my two big tips for this week. Think about those. If you need an HVAC company, please let us know. We'd be happy to recommend one for you. Now that being said, let's jump in and take a look at what is happening in the market. So this week in Dallas, we are looking at the last 7 days, and we have coming soon, which is actually not a mandatory field that agents must use, and that's actually down 13% over last week, which is 75 in Dallas. And then actives. So you're going to see new actives. This is great because they are up 18%, which is 440 units versus the 377 prior. Now, once a contract has gone into the first stage of the contract is the option period, and that is just down a hair, 1%, 395 versus 400. That is also because we have just come off of 2 weeks that are a little odd because of spring break, the way it's stretched out. But as you see right now, pendings because of that, as you move forward through the cycle of the houses, it's just typical that a slow 2 weeks ago is going to reflect and have a slow pending period, which is down 2% to 167 versus the 170. But this is where things have really started to pick up in the sold category. We're up 25% over last week to 377. There were only 297. Now, that 25% up, if you think about it, we were up 21% in pending last week. So those pendings have moved into the sold category, and this is just a normal cycle. As you can see, in a couple of weeks we'll be talking about the number of solds have increased because we've seen so many new homes on the market. One of the great things that we have also seen is that mortgage rates have been now a little consistent for the last 3 weeks. We're at 6.33 based on what Optimal Prime is publishing on their site. Great site. This is for the 30-year fixed. They also have data for 15 years, jumbos, VA, and FHA loans. So check those out. You can check on the link below in the comments and go directly to that. And that, my friends, is what is happening in the market here in Dallas. Now, one of the great things that we can also do for you is we can actually do the exact same thing for your neighborhood. So if there's a zip code, so there's a school district, if there's a specific neighborhood, meets and bounds, streets that you want us to look into, let us know. We'd be happy to make that happen for you. So without further ado, I wanted to take the time to show you and talk to you about 1711 North Edgefield Avenue. This house is amazing, and it is brand new construction, and I thought that it would be really important because so many times we're seeing houses here in Dallas really come on the market at higher prices, and this is one of the first times we've seen a house really hit in new construction at this price point. So we thought it'd be great to talk about it, and also because the area is red hot as well. There's so much happening in this area that both the house and the area deserve to be on the show and be talked about. So if you're not familiar with this area, this is the area that is just between Trinity River and also 30. And so this is a neighborhood that has really come on, really gets rolled into the Oak Cliff area quite a bit because it's just north of 30. It really doesn't always fall into that. It is a very easy neighborhood to jump in and out of. So jumping in and out of 30 will take you into Arlington and Fort Worth, move you also into Dallas. And at the same time, you've got really great Sylvan, you've got Berkeley, and you've also got Hampton that'll be able to move you north and south. One of the great additions into the area of the cliff getting in and out of is also the Calatrava Bridge. That has really done amazing things. So if you're commuting, say you need Love Field, this is probably a 15-minute drive at the max, closer to 8 to 10, depending on what time in the morning or evening you get up. And then again, if you need to get over to DFW, really easy way to jump on 183, head north, and there is DFW, probably 20 to 25 minutes away. We are so lucky here in Dallas to have access to these two amazing airports, one being international, one being local as well. So without further ado, let's talk about 1711 North. Wait a second, Zach, I think I got ahead of myself. I'm just not used to having, this is usually when Jeff jumps in and tells me to calm down. I made Zach nervous. His eyes just popped a little bit. So we got to talk about the links. So if you're not familiar with this area, Sylvan 30 is a really great outdoor shopping area that has come to life. It has a lot of different features, whether it's dinner, Cooper's Meat Market. You asked why AT&T was there. It's a little satellite store that they have there. They also have Taco Deli. If you haven't had their tacos, they are absolutely amazing. They also have a really great restaurant. If you're familiar with Bryan Street Tavern, this is actually the Sylvan Avenue Tavern, and it is equally as good. Those pizzas, but the rest of the menu are also amazing. One of the other great features that has just popped up in the area, this is going to be the Manhattan Project. It is a beer company. Their entire beers are named after different types of scenarios and bombs and what relates to those, because the beer, I guess, is the bomb. That was pretty weak, but I'm going to go with it anyway. I've had just about all the beers. I'm not the biggest IPA fan, but they have a really light IPA. They have excellent pilsners. So these are really great. They also have some amazing food and live music. Live music is very hard to come by in smaller venues like this, so this is a really great treat to go out and have a little Sunday fun day with them. These beers are also available in most of the grocery stores. I think the first time I ever saw them was over at Central Market. So if you see this, you'll know when you grab the can because it has more of a matte finish. Great beers, grab one and let me know what you think. Last but not least, once you're done drinking beer, you need to head over to Coombs Creek Park. This is a really great 1.5 mile hike bike that goes through the neighborhoods and goes from Kessler Parkway 1.5 miles over to the Stevens Park Golf Course. This is a really great area. If you're not familiar with this little segment of Kessler, this has a lot of topography, a lot of hills, nice shaded areas as well, because in the Texas heat, we know we all need that. So take a look at these. One of the interesting little facts about this one is that this one is also haunted, though I have never heard that. I feel like that's just marketing spin for them. So without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about 1711 North Edgefield Avenue. This is a great house. It caught my attention the minute it came on the market. I really thought they did an excellent job with the way that it was laid out, and I have to tell you, when I went and previewed, it was even better. So it has a really nice, simple approach to it. They've done one of my favorite things, and I think we'll talk about this later on, but this is becoming a trend that we're seeing in Dallas, is to have a front gated front yard. And this is really awesome because it allows you to actually use the front yard as well. So when you come in this front door, one of the things that first caught my attention was the material that they've used on the floor. This is actually concrete flooring where they've added a little extra aggregate to it and then have sanded this down to create a terrazzo floor. So this is a very open concept where the dining room and the living room all work together. And here you can see they've created also a dry bar with really great lighting, shelving, and attention to detail in the back of that cabinet along with the wine fridge. I liked how light and bright this kitchen was. I felt like the light sources from the front, the side, and the back made this a kitchen that's really easy to both work in and entertain. The gas cooktop is, I believe, a 6 burner, And I like the fact that the overhead vent hood was a really clean look, that it wasn't like really in your face. Typically we don't see this, but this builder has actually added a fridge and freezer combination that is usually inexpensive, left to the buyer to fit and finish this house. This one actually comes with it. As you can see here, they've also included the microwave. And moving down, we have a bedroom. This is the first of 5 bedrooms, and this one is downstairs. This is really great because it gives you the opportunity to have a a office or a dedicated downstairs bedroom. No tub in this one, which is really great. Clean, easy step in. And as you can see, they've done a great job with the tile. Now moving upstairs, I was really impressed when I walked in and I saw that we had wood floors up here, but we had this entire floor to ceiling set of windows that actually give you a small view of downtown. And when we walked into the master bathroom, I thought, golly, they did such a great job of creating a wet area that combines a standalone sculptural tub inside of the shower with glass. Nice windows as well in the shower, and windows also in this really great master closet. Really great built-ins as you can see here, and lots of shelving and also the sheer hanging sections. Now, this is one of the 3 bedrooms that is upstairs. The bedrooms are really nice and clean. Again, we're keeping that wood floor. It's not a heavy stain, so it really kind of goes with everything. Because they weren't finished, we didn't show you the rest of them, but wanted to show you how the outdoor backyard space was. I believe the fences are 8 feet, and they actually have corten metal that goes all the way around. And as you can see here, this is a drone video that was flown up and looks directly towards the downtown and the Calatrava Bridge. And as you can see, there are other houses in the neighborhood that are being constructed. So this is 1711 North Edgefield Avenue. It is a 5-bedroom, 3-bath, 2-car garage, carport, built in 2023. It is 2,853 square feet, priced at $835,000 for $606 a square foot. I'm getting tongue-tied. So if this is a house that you'd love to see, let us know. We'd be happy to make that out. There's also going to be a link in the comments. Click on that link and it'll take you to the rest of the pictures that we didn't use. Share those with friends and family. If they'd like to see it, let us know. And if there's another house in the neighborhood, we'd be happy to show you that one too. And with that, we're going to be right back.
Did you know there are a lot of ways you can keep up with us? For starters, every Wednesday at noon, we host Sold with Updike Pew, live from our Facebook and YouTube channels. Our show is dedicated to featuring some of the best homes in the Dallas market and about sharing timely information about market trends. But don't worry if you missed the show, because you can always listen to them on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Spotify.
Still want more? Follow us on Instagram, where you get a first-hand look at what it's like to be a realtor. It's not always previewing homes for clients or getting them ready to go live in MLS. Lastly, visit our website and you'll be able to create a custom home search tailored specifically to your wants and needs that's timely and accurate. Whether it's square foot, location, or the neighborhood, we have you covered.
If you'd like to know how much your home is worth, we can help with that too. Just visit homeprice.fyi, enter a few pieces of information like your home address, and we'll email you a price. When you're ready to talk real estate, you can reach us online, by phone, or by text at 214-377-2223.
And remember, we want to be realtors for life. Hey everybody, welcome back to episode 220 of Sold with Updike Pew. As you can see, it's just me here today. Our fearless leader, Jeff Updike, is across the pond, and I mean way across the pond. He'll be back next week, and maybe he will host the show by himself. Doubtful, I'm sure it'll be both of us together. But I thought that it would be really fun for us to take a look at all of the fun little bloopers over, I don't know, the past 100 episodes. Because it's not always just perfect like this. There's lots of times when Jeff and I get tongue-tied on the simplest things. Sometimes it's a dance USA, so sit back, enjoy, and let us know what you think. I know, right? Okay. Tell me when. Now at the market in Dallas.
Okay, it's I think, really interesting.
Good.
You can edit that out if you want. He's like,
He's like, I make y'all look real good.
test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. Hello. Test.
Ready? I just want to make sure.
So let's re-record that first part and let's see what the difference now that his Red Bull's kicked in.
What?
No, I'm kidding. Be like, hey, and welcome to Dave.
Guess what? It's not Adderall. Adderall in a can. Red Bull doesn't? You know what really can light my engine is the Monster with sugar. So you get completely jacked up from all the stimulants and you get all the sugar. It's Monster Green, not Monster Blue.
Oh, that.
With the claw.
No, I didn't know they didn't put sugar on.
You know what else will knock your socks off? Bang. It's a pre-workout and it's got crazy weird flavors like cotton candy birthday cake.
I always wonder if it's just because I grew up drinking so much caffeine.
It could be.
Maybe.
Your body might just be used to it.
I dropped
That was Miller Avenue.
Miller Avenue. Jeff to you.
Yes, right, exactly.
Hey everybody, we're just about to get started with episode 218 of Sold with Updike Pew, and this week on the show, we have an amazing house at 5220 Miller Avenue.
And in our second segment today, we're going to talk about spring storms are coming. Are you covered? That is a tongue twister.
All right.
Tongue twister. Yeah, thank you.
It's an SD card.
Right.
Just kidding. All right, here we go. Hey everybody, we're just about to get started with episode 218 of Sold with Updike Pew, and this week we have an amazing house at 5220 we're going to feature. That's not right, 5220 Miller. Ah, my God. Hey everybody, we're just about to get started with episode 218 of Sold with Updike Pew, and this week on...
You want me to start?
Your turn.
Hi everybody, we're just about to get started on episode 218 of Sold, is it correct, 218? Okay. Hi everybody, we're just about to get started with episode 218 of Sold with Updike Pew. We've got a really cool house to look at on Miller Avenue today.
And in the second half, we're going to talk about spring storms are coming. Are you covered?
So be right there.
What is be right there?
I don't know. Join us. Happen. With that, we'll be right back.
I think we need to do that over. Cha, 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 cha.
I'll get you the link for the application.
Well, thank you. What's the name of the show again? 10 myths that...
Well, the name of the show is Sold with Updike Pew.
What's the name of the second segment?
10 myths that cost you time and money.
10 myths costing you time and money. All right.
I don't know why you're practicing that. I'm the one that says that.
Now I bet you watch how this flows. You open it up and it goes right to me after you say, I'm Jeff Updike. And I go, I'm Weston Pew. Today we're going to talk about 10 myths that are... 10 myths that are what?
Trying to upstage me.
10 myths that what?
So you can't even remember it.
Say it just one more time.
10 myths that are costing you time and money.
10 myths costing you time and money. All right, 10 myths. Myths with an S. 10 myths costing you time and money. All right.
Hi, everybody.
Episode 2. Oh. I thought I heard something. Did you hear that?
Dog bark.
Oh, I thought it was him saying wait. Feel better now. Feel lighter.
Lighter.
Feel like I can
Summer weight.
feel like I can give to the audience now.
Shut up. You hear me?
Have you seen that little boy where he's walking and he's coming up a hill and his mom's shooting and he's got a stick in his hand and he hears, you can tell it's in the morning. He goes, shut up, you little bastard. Mike's work.
Test,
I wish
test,
this
test.
didn't have that little dingleberry right there. No, it didn't tuck. Will it tuck in there? Looks like a piece of fucking jewelry. Nice.
Well, can you pull it? If you pull it down and just like let the collar like float a little more open?
Does that look better?
I mean, if you don't want to look like you're wearing jewelry.
Okay. Man, we just had a wardrobe malfunction and we fixed it. I feel nay. Okay. Oh no. Sorry. Oh, fuck it. I'm going up. That looks weird. One's flapping, one's not.
Okay.
All right. Ready? I won't
It's
move.
just there. Don't worry
won't
about
wiggle.
it. Nobody
I won't
will know.
Okay.
Nobody will know.
If you see me doing this,
Miss Jackson, if you nasty.
it's this thing. I'm just see if I can make a wiggle. All right. Hey everybody, I hope you enjoyed that. It was a great time. Zach has done such a great job putting that together. As you can see, we always have a good time putting this on for you guys. Hope you find it informative. We will see you next week, and always remember, we want to be realtors for life.
When you're ready to talk real estate, you can reach us online, by phone, or by text at 214-377-2223.
And remember, we want to be realtors for life.